Your voice, your opinion, your community. Fact TV, free speech protected.
Hey, good morning, Bells Falls. Here we are on the feed. Yes, talking about Guardians of the Galaxy. That's how old we are. Yes. We should be talking about the new Star Wars. It's coming out in December 20th, I think.
Never seen a Star Wars film.
Well, you should watch.
That's
Alex
kinda
has
crazy.
Star Wars cut, so it doesn't, we can't say what
We
it
could
doesn't
just
do.
fast forward.
Yes. And so if you ever get a
It's the
chance.
gist of the,
Yeah,
you get the
he-
gist of the movie.
It's right. He has a compressed, it's like the Reader's Digest version of all
Cliff
those.
Notes version?
Yes,
Cliff
so
Notes
if you
For
check out the,
for
is
busy
it on our
moviegoers.
website, Alex?
Yeah.
Okay, it is on the website? All right, so
Well, I'll
check
have
out
to
our
check it
website and
out.
look for the if you haven't seen Star Wars or are curious, you should check out Alex's
Okay.
cut.
I will have to check that out.
Over 10,000 views.
Wow.
Yeah,
Nice. Little known fact.
we
of Fact
digress
TV.
here. So, here we are on the 4th of December.
The first December of the month. The
Yes.
first Wednesday.
This is gonna be a good
This is
show.
gonna be a long show. We're out of our groove. We didn't have a show last week,
Yeah.
and you really lose
And I'm not a
the
morning person, so if you guys could do this,
in the evening.
In the
in the
evening,
evening, that'd be great.
See, we're not- if we did it in the evening, we would both be like,
we'd be asleep, because,
"Seriously."
anyway,
So big
Local
day,
events.
Yeah, big day in the town of Bells Falls. Today is the day for the community forums called Let's Take Action, Rockingham Community Visit. The community forums to set direction for the future. I believe the backstory is, and maybe you know a little bit about this,
Yeah,
Kathleen,
maybe
you can
Kathleen
correct
could help
me if
us
I'm
with it.
wrong, is that we have not had a town plan in over 30 years. And this is to lay the groundwork for a town plan?
I believe so. It's basically to, I think, just try to get some positive momentum going forward. You know, we have so much here, and it seems it's easy to get people to be against things
Mm-hmm.
when they feel strongly about it, but it's harder to rally people to, you know, have a plan, take a positive step
Mhm.
forward.
Right, and it's kind of like, I guess I was thinking about it, and I was thinking it's kind of, it makes sense, like if you're on a board, board of directors for any type of entity, oftentimes you have a strategic planning session to figure out how are you gonna move forward, what things are
If
you
you
gonna
have a
try to
business.
accomplish, if you have a
Yeah.
business, yeah.
It's the very first thing, a
Yeah.
business plan, so.
Yeah, so it seems like it would make sense that the town should be, then the powers that be in the town can focus on what, like, the general populace wants to see. The town, there's a lot of good topics. Actually, the event is happening at 3 different locations: the American Legion, the Rockingham Library, and the Moose Family Center. There's 3 sessions that start at 2:30, 3 sessions that start at 4:15. There's a free community dinner at the Moose from 6 to 7, and then the final sessions are from 7 to 8:30. Topics range from tourism and lodging to attracting and retaining young people, transportation, recreation, housing, education, building development, arts and entertainment. It seems like, quite a gamut of topics. I know it's, I haven't seen a lot of advertising about it,
yeah.
but if you do see these little posters, which are out and about, that's the list of what's happening.
And another thing that I guess to notice is this is just step one. This is
Right.
the idea of building, like maybe brainstorming ideas so that people can
I think to
come
involve the
out
whole community, because there's oftentimes just a small group of people that are involved. So I think it's, again, trying to bring the community in.
yeah. And I guess along those lines, I think, and we see it on this show a lot, is there are a lot of people that have a lot of really good ideas and energy in the town, but it seems like it's not often put together. It's like the local music scene has been amazing, but there's like 4 or 5 different groups that are doing it.
Microcosms of energy,
Yeah.
their own little, but
Yeah.
not necessarily reaching out to the other microcosms.
Yeah, and I think
that
that's
are-
true with a lot of things. I think that there's little businesses, like, I know there's several, like burgeoning craft breweries that I
Yes,
see
I know,
people
that's
jumping
so
up about and they're
interesting.
really excited about, but there's no real, like, oh, if we brought all this together, we could have a place to do it and it would be fun and, but people have these little interests, and maybe this will be a way of starting.
Making some of that heard.
Yeah, yeah. Because you're right, it's, and I don't know that there hasn't been a plan, because I think if you went on the website, the town website, there's a town plan there. But I don't know
I
that it's
thought
been
that's-
updated
Well, that's what I
for,
thought. I thought,
yeah.
because Wendy Harrison came to our Rotary meeting, was it 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago? And I thought that's what she said, that there hadn't been an official town plan, and I think she said 30 years.
Oh, wow.
Like put to paper,
Mhm.
town plan, you know. But I could be wrong. Just
No,
don't
I
quote
mean,
me.
but maybe what's on the website is just like a
But we've
placeholder.
also
Maybe
had
they
a
put
huge
it there.
turnover of town managers too. So
Really?
that could, not
What
to
day
open-
is it?
Not to open that can of worms, but it does make it hard if you, to have a consistent plan.
It is.
to
Oh,
have a
I'm
lot of
being
turnover and
very
then-
sarcastic and facetious.
Speaking of Rotary, however.
Yeah,
and
this is a big weekend for
This is a
Rotary.
big weekend for Rotary. This is our annual holiday movie that we have. And this year, the difference is, we want to make sure everyone understands this. It's not on Saturday this year, it's on Sunday. It's at the Opera House. It's the Muppet Christmas Carol. After the movie starts at
Usually
Noon.
Noon.
Noon
Yes,
this
Noon.
year.
okay. Starts at noon, and after the movie, Santa will lead the children to the American Legion, and Santa will be finding out what everyone wants for Christmas. We have cookies that are made by the Bells Falls Women's
Yeah,
Club,
that's
and I
always
can
fun.
attest to their awesome cookies.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have world famous Rotary Punch, and we'll have candy and all kinds of fun events or fun things going on, and it's all free. There's
Great.
no cost.
Great.
And also, we'd like to mention parking.
I was just, yeah,
Oh.
to make sure.
So parking is limited in Bellows Falls, and it is nice to leave some parking for shoppers and emergencies and that sort of thing. So there are 2 parking lots in town, one down by the old train station, and then one kind of past Halliday's,
Or even
on the
parking
left.
past the Legion,
past the
because that's where
Legion.
people are gonna end up.
Right.
So if you park in the Legion lot or up past
good
Nick's,
point,
that's where you're
yeah.
gonna be when you finish the movie, so it would make more sense.
So it always looks like there's no parking in town, but you have to get a little creative, just go a
Mhm,
few more
mhm.
steps.
So we have
Yeah.
some, or you have some cool shop local events coming up
Yes,
again, speaking
that's
of
why,
events.
Yes, it's, I feel like we're blessed to have such a nice little downtown. We go to a lot of downtowns and they're pretty empty. I was just in Boston on Newberry Street, there were about 20 empty stores. So,
Wow.
let's preserve our downtown.
Mhm.
And Christmas is kind of a do or die time for small businesses. I just had someone kind of complaining about Christmas trees being $50 and greedy merchants, and I thought about, it takes 7 years to grow a Christmas tree.
yeah.
And then you have to stand out in the cold and sell it, and wrap it up and put it on someone's car. So, I thought about that with a lot of things with our small businesses. We don't have the giant turnover
Mhm.
that big businesses do. So, you may find things are a bit more expensive, but you're getting the convenience of going local, you're, getting to see your friends and neighbors, and you're getting that store to be there when you want it.
Mhm.
It can't be there if you only visit it once a year.
Mhm.
So, kind of keep
And
some
it's-
of those things in your brain as you're shopping.
And it stays in the community. If you,
67%.
yeah, if you support a local merchant, they're much more likely to support other local merchants, and the money stays within the community.
And
Versus,
also when you want an ad for your football team,
Mhm.
or you want I think Halliday's probably gives donations almost every day
Mhm.
to one
Something, yeah,
organization or
yeah.
another. So, again, that it all kind of goes around in a circle.
very much so. So you have your traditional ladies' night coming up. What are the festivities for this year?
So Ladies' Night has started maybe 6 or 7 years ago at Halliday's.
blown up.
30 people came in, and now it's just so much fun. All around town, I think there's almost
Mhm.
every
Every place
business
is having one, yeah.
participating. I think last year we had over 400 ladies, and guys, You can come
Yeah,
too.
that's a good
if you
point.
I mean,
It's-
really, it's not just for
Why-
ladies.
yeah.
But we have Karen Mallory at Halliday. She's going to be doing chair massages.
Nice.
And she kindly donates all of the donations that she gets to Relay for Life. Hallidays will donate some to Relay for Life.
Mhm.
And then other businesses have kind of their own charities or
Mhm.
discounts. So
mhm.
it's a little different from place to place. But just wander around town, you know, have a holiday drink. A lot of people have dinner. You probably have dinner at Hallidays. We have, of course, so many snacks
you have
and
like a-
yummy
Yes,
things
yes.
and wine tasting.
I was just gonna ask you, you're doing a wine, you usually do a wine tasting, which is usually pretty fun. You have
Yes.
someone there, yeah.
Yes, we do a wine tasting also and feed you because we're all about that. But I know the bookstore, Wyndham Antiques, just many of the businesses are all having special things.
I think Rock and Hammer traditionally has some food out. They have some.
I don't think they're not really part of it this year. They opted to not do shop
Oh,
local
okay,
with us, so
okay.
I don't know if they're doing their own thing or not.
I know in the past they've been one of the kind of, because you can kind of
Yeah.
go the circuit
Exactly.
Right.
all the way around.
Right.
Interesting. Are some of the other, I don't know, this is only what, the second or third winter for Wunderbar? Is Wunderbar?
Yes, Wonder Bar will be open. They'll be having some fun stuff. Such a great fun spot in town.
Mhm.
Popolo usually has some special drinks or
Mhm.
such that evening, so.
Yeah, and we, although some people may not like it, we have snow now, so it's going to be beautiful. I know,
I know,
but it's
I
just
know.
so. I know
It
it's
is.
it's horrible to say, but it's really pretty.
We actually, I think a lot of years we don't have
Yeah,
snow
yeah.
for the first few weeks of shopping.
I
Do you
do-
find it makes a difference?
I don't know. This year I think it's just odd because we've had very early Thanksgivings and Thanksgiving is late this year, so
Yeah,
people
boy,
are kind
that's
of like
crazy.
the road runner. They're kind of scrambling, you know. It's like
There's still a couple more weeks though.
Yeah, but it does.
I know.
I've noticed that it's sort of like here we are now. It's got we have to.
well, yeah, it's just Thanksgiving was just like a little blip, and
Yeah.
you know, now we're on to the crazy thing. I think people are a lot about experiences these days too. So I think that's something to think about too. A gift certificate for a cooking class at Leslie's, Marshall Gates, or Applegate Martial Arts is in town now, so you know, something like that, or tickets to the movie theater, tickets for dinner, that sort of thing. So you know, lots of other kind of think outside the box.
Yeah, very
Hallidays
much.
has been having a lot of classes, and those have really kind of blown up this year. We've had a macrame class, and we made the reusable beeswax wraps, you know, besides all the centerpieces and some of the things we usually do, so.
You also expanded some of your merchandise. You've been advertising a lot more like wrap, not just scarves, but like full wraps and
So we have a lot of
Sweater- like
scarves
sweater
and
vests.
sweater vests and that sort of thing.
yeah.
We try to keep it fresh
Mhm.
and new. You know, in a small town, you have kind of a limited customer base, so you have to keep them excited. Keep the things they love, but you know what's new and fun.
Yeah.
And the best ornaments, if you're looking for ornaments for your tree, like a different ornament, you guys always have the best ornaments.
And we have an entire sock tree this year.
A
Really?
sock
Very
tree.
fun. We have Santa socks and funny socks and cute socks and naughty
That's funny.
socks, so
Ooh,
everything to keep warm.
nice. And of course, flowers.
Lots of flowers
Lots of
always.
flowers. If you're looking for your Christmas centerpiece. Are you doing any, do you have any more classes coming up, or have you
We
done?
do. We have, this week is boxwood tree class. In fact, we've gone from one class to three. That's
Wow.
how popular they are this year. And then a centerpiece class next weekend, so keep the fun going.
Yeah.
And so we should probably throw out the dates for the Ladies' Night, because it's a little later this year.
So Ladies'
week
Night is
later.
Friday the 13th.
I can't forget that
and
date.
then-
Yeah.
You know, guys don't really shop in packs, so we kind of have not just for men's night. So that is the following week on the 20th. And, you know, it's just a chance for the downtown stores to be open a little later and just come in, you know, try some craft beer, some cheese, a couple snacks while you're shopping, and
And get some
maybe the
shopping in,
ladies have
yeah.
given us the list the week before, and then the guys can just swoop in and, you know,
Get what they like.
yeah.
And we have a pop-up shop in downtown for the holidays too.
Yes, Matt Home for Christmas, so he has kind of a mix of wreaths and centerpieces and some really fun antiques. So it's a
He always
nice
takes
highlight.
whatever storefront he has taken over and makes it beautiful
He
for the
hit the
season.
jackpot this year.
Yeah, yeah.
And, you know, for us, we do crafts fairs and have to set up really quickly, so he really impresses me. He just,
Really?
it's like not a store and it's a store. He's very good at making it beautiful quickly.
Mm-hmm. What does he do when he's not doing this, do you know?
I believe he makes some of the beautiful farmhouse tables that you
Oh,
see
okay.
at Wyndham Antiques.
Oh, interesting,
And
yeah.
I'm not sure if he, you know, sells or like is an antique dealer
Mm-hmm.
throughout the year.
And I think it's also probably good to point out that when you're out and about shopping, to remember to get your shop local card stamped.
The shop local card we've made easier for people. It used to be that you went around to all the stores and had it stamped, and you needed to have $250 per card, but now it's really just $100. So that's easily one trip at Leaside Market, you know, or just going around. All the stores are listed on the back of the card that participate, so it's very easy to fill it up, and then there's about 60 prizes at the end, so.
And there's also, like I know at Leasi's, they have a big, huge box, like a drop-off box, because that's always like I carry them around in my purse and I always forget to drop them off. But Leasi's has a big, huge drop-off box, and I think is there a drop-off box at the bookstore as well, or
We
you can
have
just
one
drop
at our
them. You have
store. I
one
think you
also?
could drop them at any store and they'll get in on time. One thing to remember too, the stores are also busy at the holidays. You know, sometimes people forget to ask you if you have a card. So just, you know, just think of pulling it out and asking folks to stamp it for you.
Yep, because it's you know, your odds are pretty good of winning with 60 prizes, and I think Mary Helen was on probably back about a month ago.
Yeah.
What did she say? The average that you get in cards is like $300,000 or
It's
something.
about, 300,000 that's spent.
That's
in our
amazing.
town. So, and that's not counting
That's
really-
completed cards, because,
Yeah.
yeah, I know that I have several
And the
cards.
thing
that are-
that's nice too with all of the merchants working together, everyone has pretty small budgets. So this way, for $100, you can be on the television and the radio and the movie theater screen, and you know, so it's strength in numbers with all of us kind of
Yes.
working together.
Another good example of that, working together, we are stronger, as opposed to everyone zooming off and doing their own thing,
Right.
yeah.
I think actually the downtown merchants do a good job with that, with the promotions you guys do as a group, the events, and collaborating with the chamber, so the chamber and the BIFTA downtown development, and some of the events that have happened this year. The Flannel Festival was certainly popular. The chili cook-off was
Oh, that was
great.
really good, yeah.
So there's two great events that brought, you know, people into downtown. And I think it's important. And just, you know, that's one of the things that I think should be a highlight of the Let's Take Action event, is really making sure we maintain that our downtown. We have, as you stated in the beginning, we have a vibrant downtown, and it takes everybody in the community to keep it that way.
And I don't think people realize, you know, small businesses hang on by their fingernails, really. It's certainly a labor of love more than
Then a
us being out
profit,
there
yes.
for the profits, you know? So we could all just go take a job and get a regular paycheck instead of thinking about the bills sometimes, as small merchants do.
And then, like you also stated in the beginning, if you want these things available to you conveniently, you can't just come in one time a year. You have to support, you know, year round. You have to utilize local merchants.
It's true.
And we have actually is this the first year for,
The Threaded Trunk.
yes,
Yeah.
yep.
It was an amazing store and Katie's Jewelry. So Katie makes all of the jewelry there, and the prices are very affordable. And one thing that I had heard with dress shops in the past, there's a wide range of sizes. There's from extra small to, you know, 2 and 3X. So it really is
It's a
amazing.
challenge to
And
have
things are
that.
very, very, very affordable there, and things turn over a lot. So there's a lot to choose from. We have a huge, beautiful bookstore, amazing. Pet store. Wyndham Antiques is just always so beautiful. So they're really, we do have some gems in our
We do,
downtown.
and
And a
we-
hardware store.
Where you can get like
Where
a
you
little
get
bit of
hardware.
everything, yeah. Not just hardware though. You can get it's amazing what you can get in there. It's actually
Yeah.
if you would be if you ever don't think you can find something in town, just kind of start going into the merchants and looking around, because most of the time you can. You can find what you're looking for. You don't have to go to Target or Kohl's or all the box stores. You can find what you're looking for in town. And again, you're supporting local, shopping local, stays local, you save gas,
That's true.
all those fun things.
And you're right. I mean, and if you can't find it, you should ask, because specifically with the hardware store, they have an amazing amount of
They can order things
reach.
for you in
Yeah,
just a
they
couple
just, it
days.
seems like, well, I need a 3/4 inch something or another, and they go, oh, yeah, we can have that for you, in a day, and it's like, oh, okay. Whereas you might wanna look, you're thinking you're gonna have to go to a Home Depot or someplace like that. You don't really have to.
And I
Very true.
hear, this is a little bit off topic of what we specifically were talking about, but it is Christmas related. I hear that the movie theater was able to get White Christmas back this year.
Oh,
That's the rumor.
I
anyway.
thought I saw it advertised, yeah.
Yeah, last year they were, for whatever reason, the promoters, I guess, wouldn't let them have it. And that was because that's a big tradition.
Yeah,
For a lot of
yeah.
people to go to White Christmas. And actually I think they're doing, and I think they've done this for the past few years, is the classic Wednesday movie for the month of December was always Christmas related.
Mhm,
But the
mhm.
biggest one being the week before Christmas being White Christmas.
White Christmas.
And now they're doing 2 nights a week, right?
That movie theater
Wednesday,
is,
Thursday,
is
yeah.
such a gem.
It is.
You know, when you have to go and sit in those theaters that are just like a little slice, it's
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
so pretty there.
So that's very exciting. Do you have any word on Rockingham Roasters? Any update on?
I know she is working
That I
furiously.
know, the
and
building looks
she
wonderful.
is just an inspiration to me. She is fixing that building 1 pound of coffee at a time.
Really?
So she has now 2 coffee roasters. I believe Wonder Bar is hosting her.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you can have a subscription to her coffee. And so any money she makes roasting coffee plus a full-time job plus getting that building done, it's talk about a labor of love.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's
that's for
amazing.
sure.
Yeah, and it's so nice to see that building coming back to life.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's kind of, as you're driving into the square, it's kind of the first thing that you see. If you're not local and you're used to everything on the other side, your eye is drawn
Yeah,
immediately
so
to that
it is the
building.
focal point of it.
So having it be kind of in the disrepair that it was in, I mean, it wasn't, from the outside anyway, it didn't look horrible. From the inside, I think it was a different story
Yeah.
based upon how much work she's had to put into it from the ground up. But it's looking, brighter, and the new windows and the Christmas
And
tree.
it's so amazing in a building like that. Sometimes it's all or nothing, it's hard to even put a Band-Aid on it when it gets to that point.
Yeah.
So she's really taken it literally from the ground up.
Mhm. I think it ended up being much more of a project than
Oh, yes.
originally
They
anticipated.
always are.
Speaking of movies, that reminds me of the movie. What's that movie with Shelley Long, The Money Pit?
Oh,
Yeah.
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 We've had a couple of those.
They're kind of
Halliday's, when we bought it, had been owned by the family. And so the Halliday brothers, Nelson and Dana, couldn't agree on anything, so they never fixed anything. So
Is that right?
it really was true. So, and when we got into things, we found things had been like built with packing crates and, it was a depression. It
Yeah,
just
yeah.
got by, but yeah, it was one of those money pits.
Now, do you guys do with your dips, and you talked about some craft fairs? Do you do a lot of winter stuff too? Because I imagine in the store you're super busy in the store. Do you then do?
So what happens with the dips? They're busy year round, but
Mhm.
it's primarily August through December, and so the winter phase is packages are still going out the door, but not at the same rate. So we do some of the wholesale shows, and so that's where we want to work on getting our product into other stores and kind of broadening our reach, working on new products, that sort of thing. This year, for small businesses, there's a nutritional update required by the FDA, so all 70 products need to have that fun little
Really?
science
Oh,
project
really?
done.
So you have to redo all your
We
packaging?
have to redo all our packaging.
So that label that goes on the back, you have to redo that? Wow.
Yes, like ever so slightly,
But still, that's a
They've
lot of time.
adjusted serving
Yeah.
sizes on things,
Yeah.
because who eats a quarter cup of ice cream?
Yeah, really.
Good point.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. When you get the pint of ice cream, and what is it? Supposed to be
Four
four
servings,
servings.
yeah.
Silly people. really so many
True.
people.
Well, I think we're just about at the end of our time. I'm not
I'm
sure.
not sure,
we
'cause I
sort of
started the
started
timer a little bit
weird.
late.
And
We have
we-
3
yeah,
minutes.
we have 3 minutes. Thank you for coming in. We need to go back over the date, the times and dates of we have Ladies' Night is on the
Candy
13th.
cane sale first this weekend, the holidays. That is a really fun event.
Say that again.
Candy cane sale. So
Oh.
you come in, you do your little shopping, and then you pick a candy cane and you get between 10 and 50% off.
Whoa.
So we've done that for quite a few years.
Mhm.
It's just a fun little thing. Sunday is the boxwood tree class.
Mhm.
Sign up if you want to do it right now because we're already on our 3rd class. Ladies' night next weekend.
Next, is it the 13th?
Friday the
13th,
13th,
Friday
easy
the
to remember
13th.
that.
And then
Not just for men's night
is
is
the 20th, the week after. And that's right, you're right on Christmas.
Yeah, you're right on the.
Christmas.
That's you right on
last
my
minute.
starting to
So I was
shop
gonna say.
day.
It is Christmas fast forward. But for
Yes.
you guys, you have plenty of time.
Yeah,
Funny.
that's what I like. That's my, everybody's like, well, no, I'm done. We have people that are done. I mean, my daughter is just,
Some people
Really?
buy it the year
she's
before.
obsessed, I think, and she just said, I'm done. I was
Oh,
like,
really?
what?
And
How
you
can you
know,
possibly
I'm one
be
of
done?
those people that if I'm done, I'm just not done.
Well,
Well,
Yeah.
that's part of the
Little bit
problem.
for-
If you're done too early, then you keep adding and adding. I've had
Yeah.
those years before where
Yeah.
I think I'm done. It's like, I'll just get, next thing you know, ooh.
Or a neighbor gives you a gift and then you're like, ah.
Yeah, but if you're done, then you
Everybody-
don't get to go to ladies' night, and not for men, ladies only, and not for
Exactly.
men
So, well,
only,
You know what?
and
You
candy
can come,
cane
you can
sale.
come
And,
to any of those things and just enjoy.
well, thank you for coming on again, Kathleen.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks. And I just want to again remind everybody that Bells Falls Community Christmas at the Opera House, starting at noon. The movie is The Muppets Christmas Carol. It's open to the public. It's free. The movie's free. Afterwards, Santa will be at the American Legion, so kids can have a visit with Santa. They can get some great cookies and punch and candy. We'll
Great.
sugar them all up and send them home with
Yes, sugar. That should be good. All right, well, that's it for this week, and that's the feed. We'll see you next week.
Bye, community.
Bye.
That's it, folks, for the feed. Be sure to catch us every Wednesdays at 7:30 a.m. Also, find us on Facebook at Fact TV, or tell us what you think. thefeed8@gmail.com. And don't forget to watch the feed online at www.fact8.com.